You've probably heard the phrase before, if they wanted to, they would. And honestly, that sentence hurts because deep down, most people already know when someone's effort is missing. You feel it in the delayed replies, the cancelled plans, the dry conversations, the inconsistency. You feel it when someone says they care about you, but somehow you still feel alone around them. And the hardest part? People will spend months, sometimes years, trying to convince themselves not to believe what they already feel, because accepting the truth means accepting disappointment. It means realizing that maybe you cared more than they did, and that realization cuts deep, because human beings don't just mourn people, they mourn potential, the what if, the version of the relationship they kept imagining in their head. Maybe if you were more patient, maybe if you loved harder, maybe if you waited longer, maybe if you explained yourself better. But love becomes dangerous when one person is carrying the entire relationship emotionally, because eventually, effort starts feeling one-sided, and one-sided love is exhausting. You start overthinking simple things. Why did they suddenly change? Did I do something wrong? Am I asking for too much? But here's the truth most people avoid. Consistency is not complicated when someone genuinely values you. People naturally prioritize what emotionally matters to them. Not perfectly, not constantly, but intentionally. When someone truly cares, you feel effort without begging for it. You feel consideration, presence, initiative, not confusion. And that's important because confusion is often the first sign of emotional imbalance in a relationship. Real love does not leave someone constantly questioning where they stand. Now, this doesn't mean human beings are perfect. People get overwhelmed. People struggle mentally. People become emotionally unavailable because of trauma, stress, fear, or life circumstances. But there's a difference between someone struggling and someone simply not trying. One creates occasional distance, the other creates chronic emptiness. And deep down, most people know the difference. The painful part is that many people stay anyway. Not because they're weak, but because hope is emotionally addictive. Hope makes people tolerate inconsistency longer than they should, because every small moment of affection feels like proof that things might finally change. A good morning text suddenly feels huge. One emotionally available conversation becomes enough to restart the entire emotional cycle again. And slowly, people become attached to breadcrumbs. Not because breadcrumbs are enough, but because loneliness makes small affection feel enormous. That's why emotionally neglected people often confuse relief with love. The moment attention finally appears, it feels powerful. But attention is not the same as effort. And effort is not just words, it's actions repeated consistently over time. That's the part people ignore. Anybody can say, "I miss you." Anybody can promise, "I'll do better." But effort reveals itself through patterns, not temporary emotions, patterns. Because love is not built in intense moments. It's built in repeated choices, checking in, showing up, listening, trying, repairing, communicating, over and over again. And sometimes the hardest truth to accept is this: some people enjoy being loved more than they enjoy loving. They like attention, comfort, validation, but they do not want the responsibility of emotional reciprocity. So they give just enough effort to keep the connection alive without fully committing to it. And unfortunately, many people stay trapped there hoping consistency will magically appear one day. But love should not feel like constantly waiting for someone to finally choose you properly. Real effort feels safe, not perfect, safe. You don't have to decode every message. You don't have to beg for reassurance constantly. You don't have to shrink yourself to avoid feeling too needy. Because mutual care naturally creates emotional security. And maybe that's the real meaning behind, if they wanted to, they would. It doesn't mean people never struggle. It means genuine interest eventually reveals itself through action, not excuses. Because when people truly value something emotionally, they make space for it, even imperfectly. And if someone repeatedly shows you inconsistency, believe the pattern, not the potential, not the fantasy, the pattern. Because one of the most painful things in life is spending years trying to earn effort that should have been given freely. So if you've been blaming yourself lately, pause for a second, ask yourself honestly, are you asking for too much or are you asking the wrong person? And maybe tonight, that question changes everything.